Hey everyone, it's me, just coming at you with your weekly update. Just sitting outside trying to enjoy the sun, but it's actually getting really pretty bright. My eyes have not acclimated yet to the beautiful sunshine that we are having here. I hope everyone is getting the opportunity to enjoy it themselves. Yeah. So here's what we need to know for this week. All right. So first of all, this Saturday, the 14th at 10 a.m. So I don't know if you guys know, but Arvada is doing the 24 hours of prayer from 5 p.m. to 5 p.m. Friday to Saturday. On Saturday at 10 a.m., it's actually going to be a family-friendly prayer time. So unfortunately, we don't have enough time to announce it for a Sunday with our families. But I just wanted to let you guys know. So if you guys want to join in, um, we'll be having stations, that kids can interact with. We're not going to make people stay for the entire hour. So hopefully during that time, things will be covered. So we're going to have things like where kids can draw names in the sand, like things like that. So stuff that's just very interactive for families to engage in prayer together. So I just wanted to invite all of you guys out for that. I'll be there at 10-ish with Abby at some point. I'll have to set everything up and then we'll hang out and do some of the activities together. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have any friends, you post it on Facebook or whatever, it'd be great to have just a lot of people show up and to be praying um, for that time. If you're already signed up for another time slot, I think I overheard that they're going to have like specific things listed out to pray for, but um, just keep kids ministry in your guys' prayers. So I would really, really appreciate that. Just so you guys know, the last weekend of April, so the Friday night into Saturday, I don't know if they started announcing this on a Sunday or not, but there's a little mini conference called the Power and Presence. And this conference is literally, I know they're saying it's geared towards anybody who wants to learn more about this, like the Holy Spirit and why we pray the way we do in the vineyard and stuff like that. But even if you're like, oh, I feel confident in all of those areas, I would like highly encourage you guys to come out. I mean, it's going to be Annabeth and Jay, so of course it's going to be amazing no matter what they do. And I think we all could just use time learning just more about how we engage with God, with the Spirit. So I just want to encourage you guys to consider that. There is limited childcare, so you guys can sign up and pay for childcare for that thing. But I just think, when I think about our values, one of our values is I listen to the Holy Spirit. And I know, we can't teach the things we don't grasp ourselves. And so I just want to encourage you guys to attend. It would be fun to have all of us there. I would love, I mean, the power and presence of God is actually one of the things that as a church we're going to be leaning into a lot this year. And so I just would love to start by having our kids team there and present and just learning together. We can always pray for each other, just in a safe atmosphere during that time. So come, I'll be there. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to just really feeling God's presence and just learning more for my own benefit, but then also knowing how that will then benefit our ministry. It'll benefit each other and it'll benefit our kids. So I hope you guys can make it. Check your app. I'm sure there's probably a sign up on your Mile High Vineyard app. My elementary team. So this Sunday, the fourth graders will be in class with you the entire time because this is our last Sunday with the fifth and sixth graders at Epic. So, but if you guys could just make an announcement like, hey, fourth graders, who are you? Raise your hands. Okay, great. Just remind you guys, starting next week, second service, we'll have that Epic class. So, our teachers would really, check it out if you haven't already. I'm sure you guys would really enjoy it, blah, blah, just something like that. But just start announcing it to our fourth graders next week during class. Let them know, like, hey, you should really check that out. The other thing that is happening this weekend, the 15th, is Jerry's going to be coming around and filming the kids area. So we're going to be making a video for our next round of recruiting. And so I have some people lined up to speak. So if I haven't emailed you and contacted you, you can take a deep sigh of relief. You're not going to have to speak or say anything. But he will be popping into the classrooms, getting footage of the kids engaging with whatever's happening, worship and stuff like that. So just be mindful of that. I will have signs put up around the area. So if a parent's kind of like, oh, I don't need my kid to be filmed, or for different situations. My intention would be to have this out on social media. So if there's a parent that's really like, hey, I don't want my kid to be seen, or at least their face, I will have little dot stickers or some sort of stickers at your guys' door that we can put on the kid's name tag. And so for a way to be like, okay, Jerry, so Jerry knows, hey, don't get the front of this or edit this kid out, blur his face or something. So we just need to make sure so I just wanted to let you guys know, in case you have a parent that's like, I don't want my kid to be seen, that's okay. We'll just put the sticker on them, and then we'll make sure that hopefully we catch it all. Um, so yeah. So, oh yeah, and then the next thing is just something you guys can put on your calendar. It's not coming yet for another few weeks, and I actually think they sent out an email today. But on May 1st, it's a Tuesday night. It's going to be an all church leaders meeting. So you guys just heard me say, oh, one of the things we're going to be pressing into is the power and presence of God. Well, I don't know if Corey's mentioned that on a Sunday, but if you're like, wait, that's news to me. This meeting on May 1st may be a great space for you to come, because it's going to, even though it's going to be all churches coming together, there will be a time for Arvada to split out. And so it would be a chance for you to get to hear from Corey and other leadership about, like, hey, what is Arvada thinking and dreaming and praying about for the year? And there will be childcare for that as well. So hopefully you guys can make it. The other thing is, if you guys didn't watch my video last week, you should go back and watch it, because I talked about our next round of Serving with Kids ministry that will start in July, and just how you go about re-upping or not re-upping for the next 6 months. But yeah, so just go back and check that out. But because we are getting ready to be in recruiting, I'm reminded of, we're in the Gospels where Jesus says, the harvest is plenty, but the workers are few. So pray to God to ask for more workers. And so I just want to encourage you guys to join me in prayer daily at 10 a.m. So, we kind of did this leading up to Easter. So basically just kind of continue that. Every day at 10, again, just put a little alarm on your phone. Oh, look at that. I have to go to the bathroom. I'm just going to go, if you're in the middle of something. But it would just be great for us to, as a team, to be coming together and praying. Again, not to sit here and basically, my dream, if I could sit here and just dream about everything I want to do, what that would look like, what it would take, the number of volunteers we would need. My number is somewhere between 35 to 40 people. So that's between Sunday and some other things that I would love to do within kids and families. So just be praying that people respond to, when we do our next round of recruiting, that we have fresh people in the room, that people that may have served in the past, they've taken a break, that they're ready to come back and serve. And just that maybe we can even communicate clearly, that what we're looking for, to where people feel like, oh yeah, I can do that. I can contribute to that. So every day at 10 a.m. between now and the May 13th. So child dedications. I think that's our last recruiting Sunday. Hopefully that will be our last one. That we have a lot of people sign up, and not just that they sign up, but that they actually stick. I think last round we had quite a few people sign up, but they, for one reason or another, didn't really stick. And so we just really, really would love for that to happen. And then thinking through that, you guys, I don't know, I've gotten to meet with some of you guys. I haven't got to meet one-on-one with all of you guys yet. So first of all, if we haven't gotten to meet at least once for coffee, shoot me an email. I would love to schedule a time to hang out with you, get coffee, grab lunch, grab dinner, something, breakfast, just to learn a little bit more about you, hear your story, hear about why you love serving your kids, things you're seeing, ideas you have, share with you my vision, a little bit more in depth of hey, why do we need 40 more people? What is she thinking about? I just would love to do that, but shoot me an email and we'll set something up. But with that, you guys, thinking about a few things, one big thing that I've kind of been thinking about and dreaming about, and we actually don't do a VBS, and I stopped that a few years ago for very specific reasons, and if you would like to know why, I would be more than happy to share that with you. But I don't know, I just feel like recently God's been placing it on my heart, something about what if we did an arts camp or a music camp or a sports camp, something where it's easier to invite friends to, because it's not a vacation Bible school, but we can still incorporate God into what we're doing, but it's a little bit more, I don't know if I'd want to say sticky or whatever, but just something where, I guess to me, seeing our kids, in the things that they love, things that they're engaging with as they're getting older, yes, we do great with crafts, but we don't do great with music apprenticeship with our kids or anything like that. And so what if we could create spaces like that? Or, a lot of our kids are involved in sports, and so, they're all here or there on their own sports, but what if we could do something where we gathered them and they got to play against each other and have fun together? So I don't know. So I've been just thinking and praying and dreaming about what that would look like if we could do something like that over the summer. And if any of you guys are listening to this and that just starts something in you, or oh my gosh, that sounds amazing and exciting, and you would love to help plan it, you would like to help think about it, help participate in that, please let me know, because I can't do this if other people aren't interested in willing to step up and help, which is fine. So again, we're just thinking through the summer, something along the lines of like 1 day a week we would do it. So it's not even like a VBS, where it's like every day for a week and you like reach the end of the week exhausted. It would literally be like 1 day a week for like a few weeks, and then at the end, if it's like for the artists, we do like a little gallery, and then for the musicians, we could do a little performance, and then for the sports, we could do like a little tournament or something. So just something along those lines that I think would just be really fun and engaging. Like I said, easy for kids to invite their friends to, easy to just pull in people from the community. And honestly, probably pretty easy for us to execute, really, especially if it's only 1 day a week. So yeah, so if there's any interest out there, let me know. I would love to get a little team together to see if we can actually pull something off like this, even if we do something smaller this year and then grow it as the years pass. But I just wanted to throw that out there to see if there's anybody with that would be interested in something like that. And then the other thing is, if there's anybody who likes planning events. So whether it's like, oh man, like when people come over for dinner, like I go all out, I organize the meal and the setup and everything like that, or my kids' birthday parties, I throw these amazing things where everything's themed, and I make these cute little cupcake toppers and photo booth props, and I don't know. So if there's anybody who's like, oh yeah, I love planning events, or anything like that, like there's a few events we have coming up that I would love to do, but I just honestly would need someone's help, or a few people's help, to help execute them, or even honestly just say, hey, I will run with this project, Lindsay, you just get to show up at the time of event. So that would be amazing if there's anybody out there that would like, yeah, I just love planning events. So yeah, so if that floats your boat, if you guys are an events person or something like that, or if you're like, I don't know if I'm an events person, but all the things I've been to, like the Jump Streets, the Splashes, the Egg Hunts, like those things were wonderful, and those have really blessed me and my family, and I would love to see how I can contribute to those. Like that's another great way to think about it. So yeah, so if those two things, either the arts, music, and sports camp over the summer, or just planning events, if those are any things that you guys are interested in, please reach out, let me know. I would love to have you guys help with something like that. And last but not least, here are my shout outs for the week. So the first person I'm going to shout out to is to Jamal Yarber. So if you guys don't know Jamal, he teaches in the elementary space second service. Jamal is just amazing. If you guys if you're ever free on his weekend, which I think is this week, he's just really good with the kids, and he just engages well with them. And I was talking to one mom whose son has kind of been struggling with kids church for one reason or another, and but he was in Jamal's class one week, and like he just came out of there just loving it. And it was cool because the mom ended up running into Jamal like in a different space, and I guess even Jamal was like, yeah, like I managed to pull him out of his shell. And I'm hearing this story from this mom, and I'm thinking, yes, Jamal, like that's it, you guys. So kudos to you, Jamal, for just investing so deeply in our kids. I really appreciate you for that. So when you guys see Jamal, give him a big kudos as well. And then the other person I would love to just to give a shout out to is to Danette Salazar. So she serves first service in our walkers room. If you guys don't know Danette, first of all, I'd be surprised because I feel like everybody knows her, but her love for kids and her love for Jesus is so inspiring. I mean, literally, it's her and her two daughters, like they all serve. We just met for coffee the other day. We're talking about how to get her future son-in-law serving, like just the way she just serves. And it's like, hey, like she fills in a lot. So I love her servant's heart. I love her heart for her kids and for our community, and just the way she just has built that and shown that in her own family. So Danette, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. She had some really great ideas on how to engage kids in kids' church and stuff like that. So that's my other shout out for this week. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I will see you this Sunday. So my question for the week is, because I always ask you guys a question, is would you prefer rain or snow? Because it is beautiful and 80 degrees and sunny outside, which is amazing and I love. But the reality is Colorado still needs a lot of rain or snow. So if you could pick one to pray for and ask God, like, hey, we need moisture, this is the form in which I would prefer it. Would you prefer rain or snow? So, all right, you guys, thank you, and I will see you all on Sunday. Bye.